This Ask Misty is from a sister perpetual indulgence named Naviho, or Navajo. Dear Misty, while going through my sisterhood, I decided to start doing drag. Amateur drag, of course. My question is, how do you balance drag and sisterhood? What are the differences? Obviously, you asked me this question because you must know that I am also a sister perpetual indulgence. My sister name is Sister Psycho and Eyez. And it is very easy for me to answer this question. I think the answer is obvious. Because as a sister, your heart is for the community. Everything you do is for the team effort, the community. And a drag persona is all about me, 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 look at me, I'm beautiful, I'm shiny, I'm glitzy, I'm glamoury, I'm amazing. But as a sister, you kind of fade back into the background as a team. You know, together we are doing this. Together we are, as you know, but for those of you that are watching the video that don't know, sisters usually go out in at least threes or more because they're a group. It's all about togetherness. It's all about helping. And sisters, their main focus is to give back to the community, help raise awareness and funds for their community. Especially the gay community, but not limited to. We just did a big benefit for the kids in distress in Fort Lauderdale, and they're obviously not gay. But a lot of our focus is on HIV and AIDS, but also just the gay community, or the community itself. How do I balance my personas personally? It's kind of weird because my drag persona is very much like a lot of other people's sister persona, meaning my drag was started through charity. I, performed at benefits, I helped a lot of fundraisers. And unlike other drag queens, my personality is very open to the community. Like, how are you? Yes, I'll talk to you, blah, blah, blah. My sister personality is very that... the way I would describe my sister personality is very much like that of a guard. I kind of retreat into the background. I'm much quieter as a sister. Initial intention was to not get recognized at all. Obviously the white face helps, but I would draw like Japanese anime eyes or wear colored contacts or try to paint my face in a way that nobody would know I was Misty Eyez. But I soon found out that no matter what I'm wearing, people have grown to learn my voice, my body, my whatever. And that didn't last very long. But yeah, as a sister, the best way for me to describe it would be, I'm the oldest of 7 children. And, before we leave, okay, where's Dina? Where's Dina? We need Dina. Okay, Sonia, where's Sonia? Okay, we're good. We're ready to go. Everybody, don't forget your backpack, let's go. And that's kind of how my sister personality is. I'm usually the last one to leave out of the room, making sure that everyone's ready and, oh, we're ready to go? Alright, okay, let's go. And that's kind of my sister role within our order, is very like, I don't know. But yeah, the best answer for me to tell you is, as a sister, it's about the community, and it's about us giving back to you, the community. And as a drag queen, it's more like, I'll do what I want, I'll go what I want, I can do whatever I want. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And the reality is, technically, sisters are men in women's clothing, so a lot of people are like, oh, they're just drag queens. But at best, they're drag nuns or charity nuns. Like, I don't even consider them drag queens. They're men in makeup, yeah, but they're more clowns than they are drag queens. And sisters, you have to have a call. You have to have a heart for the mission. You have to have the desire to be a part of something and the desire to help and give back. Whereas a drag queen, you could be a complete selfish cunt and nobody cares, you know. But in your situation, it appears that you started off as a sister and became a drag queen later, so you'll probably be very much like me in that your personalities are very similar. You know, and I think that if a well-known or if a seasoned entertainer were to join the sister, I think the hardest part for their character development, you know, in their aspirancy, postulancy, and novitiate, would be the humility. As a sister, there's a big thing about humility that we have to learn, and it's truly not about us. And I think that a drag queen that is egocentric wouldn't really have a difficult time with this. But if you were to start as a sister and become a drag queen, I don't think it would be an issue. You know? I don't know. You know, they're very similar in the fact that I wear a bra as a sister and as a drag queen, but they're very different. Yeah. I hope I can answer your question. Loving you is easy. Bye.